So first question is, how did you become a teacher?
Well, you go to teacher's college, right? How to become a teacher. After about 20 years working in corporate human resources, I decided I wanted to go into teaching. So I went to apply to UBC, applied to SFU, and then I got acceptance to both, and I decided to go to UBC. And it's about a year course, so it starts September, ends in August. So I did that in 2015, 2016.
The next question is, what careers did you pursue, and what did you end up doing before teaching?
Oh, geez, lots. Corporate human resources, most of my career. So I worked for some large corporations, the last one being CIBC, where I managed a team of recruiters that was responsible for the hiring in BC and Northern Territories. What else did I do? I worked at one time as a Starbucks cafe manager, so I ran a Starbucks in Toronto, a couple of them actually, when Starbucks moved into Toronto. For summertime, believe it or not, to pay for university, I worked on General Motors making vans on the line. So every year doing all these different jobs, making cars and stuff. But yeah, little jobs here. You know, as I always like to say, all jobs are good. You learn something from each job. You gain experience from each job, so never turn down a job. It's always good. Anything, even a retail job, you learn something.
And so why did you become a teacher?
When I originally went to university, I wanted to become a teacher. And then I went more into the academic route, so did my master's graduate work in history. And then when I graduated, kind of lost for a while, wasn't really sure, done a bunch of different stuff. Ended up in corporate world, but then got tired of it. Too many managing teams, managing adults. I just wanted to focus more on intellectual pursuits. So yeah, went into teaching.
So what are some of the best moments you've had while teaching?
I've only been a teacher for 5 years, but I think the best moments are when you really work hard with a class, and then people come back and thank you for your effort, or thank you for your help. I've recently had that in the last 2 days. 2 students from last year from grade 12 history class were really appreciative because of the practice they got writing essays here. It really helped them to do well in other schools and other classes and stuff.
So what advice do you have for students who are
being filmed? Hi.
Okay, so what advice do you have for students who are graduating UHill, and how would you advise them into finding their career?
You know what? Never turn down an opportunity to try something. Always try. Do things that scare you a little bit. Go out of your comfort zone, try a little different stuff. I like to say when you do something, do it. Like for example, before I got into human resources, I thought in my head that I wanted to do public relations. So I was going to go to Ryerson University and do course public relations. It would have been 14 courses. It would take a lot of time. But I'm like, wait a second. Before I do that, let me know if I like it. So I took one course of public relations. Absolutely hated it, right? But it taught me a lesson. Say, okay, before I go full in 2 feet, let me investigate, let me nibble, let me see if this is really for me. Because you might think something's really for you, and you might have images of a career until you really try it, then you're like, okay, this is not for me, right? So realize that that's going to happen, right? When we were in HR, they used to say that your generation will go not through five jobs, different jobs or like that, 5 careers, right? That you will do different careers in your lifetime, 5. So you might start off wanting to do something and do it for a little bit, and it might not be you, right? And you might want to do something else. Lawyers, lots of lawyers go into law, whatever, graduate, then they realize they don't want to be lawyers and they do other things, right? So always be open and always be adaptable, because it's never a straight line, right? It's a curvy line. It's not straight. So, and if you find what you want to do now, great. But if you haven't, it'll come to you. And you might do this, you might do that, you might do a bunch of different things. Yeah.